Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of January 11th. This week, we are just going to jump right in here and we are going to take a look at your current energies, and then we're going to clarify at the end with the Lenormand here, and we're going to see what comes up for you. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising as well, Sagittarius, to get a full picture of what could be happening for you this week. It's definitely a major new beginning coming in for you here. So let's see what this is about for you here, Sagittarius. I like it. You have the Chariot, the Ace of Wands, so some of the best cards in the deck. Even the Three of Wands here is really good. You start off with this taking risk card. Yeah, I mean, I just feel that anybody who wants anything right now, it's definitely going to be a risk. And, you know, to me, that shows up in the astrology as well. I feel like the universe is really trying to push people past the point of, you know, where they would normally kind of, you know, give up or quit. I feel that we could be noticing a lot of patterns, and that's popping into my head for you here in this first row. Like maybe you're starting to notice in relationships that maybe you always reach a certain point before the relationship breaks down. And maybe there also, what I would say looking at this is there's probably a million ways to look at that. You have the World card here, which to me can represent a global perspective, but in your own life, you could be looking at relationships and saying, is it me? Is it them? Is it the type of person I choose? It's like I see all these questions popping through your head here. The risk here is I feel like you're going to be, you know, going outside of a comfort zone, probably trying a new person. It's like maybe you always date the same type of person, maybe it never works out, and maybe you're saying, you know what, I'm gonna try a different type of person. I'm gonna try someone who maybe will last longer. To me, I feel like, you know, as I've said before, I feel like we need to be gentle with ourselves right now because the energy is so crazy, and I feel like it's just going to get crazier, you know, for the most part at the beginning of this year, 2021, and, you know, kind of like as we move through it. But what I would say is I feel like we just need to push ourselves just a little bit past the point of where we would normally give up. So, you know, in love, if we always break up with someone after 6 months, maybe we should just try it for 7, or maybe we should just try it for 6.5 and just see what happens, right? And again, I don't think we have to do these things. Obviously, if you're in a bad relationship, leave. But if it's good, you know, maybe you need to say to yourself, maybe I should just try this a little bit longer. Or maybe it's outside of your control. Like I said, maybe, you know, maybe it is the type of person you pick. So you pushing yourself just a little bit could be trying a new type of person, or, you know, trying a different type of personality or something like that. And this goes for everything in your life. This could be also work. Like maybe you always make a certain amount of money and maybe you want to make more. So you could be pushing yourself here. I like this energy for you, Sagittarius. You have the Page of Wands, the Chariot, and the World. Amazing. That Page of Wands, like you starting to be bold, starting to be assertive and kind of stand up for yourself. Like I said, even in work, you could be saying, you know what, I've been making the same amount of money for years. I'm going to ask for more money. Maybe you've just never thought to do it. And maybe doing it is what's going to lead to a victory here, obviously. There's like a lot of travel and moving here is what I would say to you in your reading. You have a lot of travel and movement energy. Chariot, the World, Three of Wands. Obviously, traveling right now is a risk with that taking a risk card. So, you know, I would, you know, just follow the rules if you're going to be traveling here, and I would be careful. Although, you know, I feel like you would be fine. For others, you might not be traveling. You might be more traveling in your mind. You might be kind of like trying to learn something new here with this first row, but this is like a major victory coming in for you. You have this it is what it is card. The Chariot to me represents it is what it is, kind of working within certain boundaries. The Chariot is a card of a victory, and it's a really good card, but it also says there are certain things and rules that you have to follow. These two Sphinxes here, they represent external circumstances. It's like he's in control of the Chariot, but he's working within certain rules. He's working within certain regulations, or he's working within the kind of like thoughts of other people and things like that as well. So I feel that this is saying like there are certain limitations that you're having to deal with at this time. I don't always read the Chariot like that. Sometimes I feel like the Chariot says that you are actually in control of like how you work with those people. You're not so much controlled by them. But I do feel that this is saying you're kind of working within certain boundaries or certain guidelines in your life. And it doesn't really matter what is going on. The Chariot says you can still be successful. The Chariot says, yes, there is COVID going on right now, but if you want to have a successful business, you could still do that. You just have to learn to work within the boundaries. You have to learn how to work within, it's like you have to learn how to work with what you got. You have the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands basically says that when you know that you're going to be successful at something, you will be successful. That King of Swords, I feel like, is you learning. And the Ace of Wands is a new beginning. So I feel like there is kind of like you're learning how to have some sort of new beginning here, or you're kind of learning how to take action within these certain boundaries that you're experiencing at this time. That Ace of Wands could be you like wanting to start a new business, down to here to the Knight of Pentacles. Could be you wanting to start a new job, or it could just be you wanting to, go somewhere new with the Three of Wands here, travel, move, something like that. So I feel that the Ace of Wands, it is your center card, which is the most important card here, but I feel like you're feeling very inspired, very pulled to do something with your life or to shake things up. I get like a little bit of a restless energy here, but probably just because you've been locked up for over a year now. You have the Chaos and Conflict card. Now, this card can definitely represent chaos and conflict in your life or challenges. Really, I feel like it's saying that you need to get moving regardless of what's going on in the world. You have the Three of Wands, which is like waiting for the perfect moment to do something when there never will be a perfect moment to do something. Eight of Swords, self-imposed restriction, feeling stuck when you are not stuck, feeling stuck when there are a million ways that you could be doing something at this time. And you have the Knight of Pentacles here as well. One foot in front of the other is your answer with the Knight of Pentacles. Even the Eight of Swords here is saying that if you're starting something new with this Ace of Wands, the Eight of Swords just says, look for other ways of doing things. Like, especially at this time, work with what you got with the Chariot, right? I feel like this is saying maybe you're trying to start a business or trying to start a new job, and it's like maybe there are certain restrictions. Eight of Swords just says, try new ways of doing things. It's almost like a very innovative reading where it's like, I feel like you're maybe could be inventing new ways to do things in your life, or you could just be kind of like having new experiences here because of the restrictions. It's funny because I said to one of the other signs that there's a book called The Obstacle is the Way, and like the readings this week have been pretty much like saying that the obstacle is the way. So any obstacles that you're experiencing at this time, I feel like the obstacle is the answer. I feel like the obstacle is actually the solution, as weird as that sounds. But this is kind of like a weird reading. Overall, Sagittarius is what I would say to you. But let's clarify this and let's see what we get for you here, Sagittarius. Thank you for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it. We are going to clarify with the Lenormand. Make sure to leave a like as well. Really appreciate all the likes. But Sag, let's see. You have the bouquet, which is like an offer. You have the star, love it, and the mountain right here. Very similar to Leo's reading, by the way. So if you have Leo in your chart, you might want to watch that. But you have the bouquet, which is like an offer. The Six of Hearts here is called the Star, and it represents like a turnaround or a kind of obstacles being removed from your life. So I love that card. Definitely a very successful card. It can be a card of getting something you wish for as well. The Mountain is a card of the road less traveled, doing something that you've never done before to find success. So I feel like for some of you, that's what you need to do here is like something new. You could be going through like the world could say that you're going through a birthing process. You're having new experiences. So that's a good one. You have the Seven of Spades here, the Jack of Hearts, which is called the Heart, and the Nine of Hearts, which is a Knight in Shining Armor. So for some of you, I feel like if you're looking for love, this could be communication from a person in love who probably wants a new beginning with you. The Nine of Hearts is like a Knight in Shining Armor. It is someone who delivers you a message, and you have the message right here. Seven of Spades is called the letter, and it can represent communication coming in for you from a person. For some of you, this is like a long distance thing, is what I would say here. So I feel like you could be in a long distance relationship. I feel two ways about this, though. This is a problem, is that Six of Hearts. The Six of Hearts can represent star-crossed lovers. It can represent two people who want to be together, but who are experiencing a lot of restrictions to be together. So I feel like if you're in something long distance, it's like I feel like you have a choice here on how you look at the situation. Number one, maybe there are more ways than you realize for the two of you to be together, but it's like it's got to happen with this reading for it to work out. Or some of you could just be looking at it as a star-crossed lover situation where it's like you want to be with the person, you love them, but maybe there are just too many restrictions. Maybe there's just no way that this could happen. I feel like if that is the case, that will have you looking for new love with the Jack of Hearts. You might start looking for someone new because of that. But I want to clarify. I'm going to pull this last row here, and then I'm going to pull an extra row for you, Sagittarius. You have the Five of Diamonds. Five of Diamonds says just do it. Take the leap of faith. Take the risk, right? The Three of Hearts. I love the Three of Hearts. It's just an indicator card. It indicates the direction of the reading, and it indicates a positive direction. And the King of Hearts as well. King of Hearts is called the home or the house. It represents someone who feels like home. It represents like a person who is safety, security, comfort, protection, like all those good things. So I really feel like you need to take some sort of risk here. That Ace of Wands to me, this is a confusing reading, Sagittarius. I'm not going to lie. But I feel like what this is saying is that there is something you are feeling inspired to do with that Ace of Wands. It could be a person. You could be feeling inspired to move towards a person, to be with a person, whatever. I feel like this is saying, just do it. Five of Diamonds is my just do it card. It says, take the leap of faith. You will be very successful. And it's a very good card. I do get something about selling something here as well. So it's like maybe you're waiting for something to sell, like a house, and so that you can move. And I feel like something could be selling here. But again, I feel like this risk, whatever risk you're taking, is going to lead to safety, security, comfort, protection. Like maybe you're afraid to move, and maybe you're on something long distance and you're afraid to move. Totally understandable, right? But I feel like this is saying it's worth the risk. So I would take the risk here, Sagittarius. But let me clarify this, Sag, and I just want to see if there's anything else that wants to come up. You have the Queen of Hearts here, change in direction in love. You have the Sun, amazing. Are you kidding me, Sagittarius? That's good. And the Two of Cups, perfect match. Yep. I feel like this is like love that's coming in for you. That is a perfect match. This is a change in direction in love. You have Cancer showing up twice here, by the way. It could be a Cancer coming in for you. Could be any sign. But what I would say here is that I feel for some of you, you could be also feeling like you have to leave a relationship. And so some of you could be leaving a relationship for something new here, something that is your true happiness with the Sun card. For those of you not interested in love, I feel like this is like a lot of happiness. Two of Cups is like finally feeling like you're in alignment. Two of Cups is you and your higher self. And it can say that you finally feel like things are aligning in your life. Yeah, definitely you've been doing a lot of thinking about what your happiness is. I feel like there's just a gift from the universe coming in here with the exchange gifts card. So I really like to see that. But I feel like you see something as your true happiness, and I feel like that's what you need to move towards. You have the Fish. The Fish is your true soulmate, the King of Diamonds. Leo also had that card. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. The Fish is your true soulmate, and it could be any gender, by the way. But I feel like that is love coming in for you. The Coffin, the Nine of Diamonds. Like, the Nine of Diamonds is, the risk for you here, Sagittarius, is probably moving forward, doing something new, leaving something behind. That's what this risk is. The Nine of Diamonds says, your current life is dead. You're inside this coffin. You need to open the coffin door and see what's on the other side. Like, what's on the other side of doing something new? The Sun, your true happiness, enlightenment, good things. With the Two of Cups here, you have the Ace of Clubs, the ring, marriage. So I feel for some of you, it's like there could be someone new coming in for you. This could be a person from a distance for sure, and there could be travel involved, but I feel like it's your true soulmate. Someone you will probably marry here with that Ace of Clubs card of engagement. For those of you, again, who are not looking for love, the Ace of Clubs can just represent things coming full circle, getting things you desire in your life. So very positive energy. It's actually my favorite card in the Lenormand, the ring, because it can represent total abundance, major success coming in for you here. So I like to see that. But this is like some sort of major new beginning coming in for you with that Ace of Clubs. Again, that's where I was going with that, inspiration. I feel like you could be feeling inspired to do something, and I feel like you need to do it. Yeah, it will lead to your new life. So you could be feeling inspired to do something like start a business or get a new job or start a new relationship. And I feel like there's like additional benefits to this, is what I would say. That's what I feel intuitively. So if you're making a change, it's like you're not going to just get the change. I feel like you're also getting all this other stuff as well. So it's like maybe you're finding love from a distance, and maybe you move, and it's like not only do you find your true love, but you also find like a beautiful place to live, or it's like there's more to the story here, is what I feel like saying. So I really like this for you, Sagittarius. Really good. Yeah, I like it. kind of weird, not kind of confusing, but at the same time really good. So thank you for watching, really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this month. Also, feel free to like and subscribe, really appreciate all the support. But thank you, Sag, and definitely enjoy your week.